Today we've got college football's top 10 marble championship. In it will be Alabama, Georgia, Penn State, Wisconsin, Miami, Ohio State, Auburn, Washington, Oklahoma, and Clemson. Alabama and Clemson have both gotten a bye. The first race is going to feature Georgia against Penn State. Georgia will be in the dark blue with the yellow stripe. Penn State, the light blue with the white stripe. Here they go. Looks like Georgia has a slight lead going down the steps into the first loop. Penn State follows right behind going into the loop-de. Georgia entered into the loop-de first, followed by Penn State. Let's see who can go down to the jump and enter into the gauntlet first. Remember, Georgia's on the right, and yes, they're going into the gauntlet. He goes. He looks like he's going to choose the middle path. Right behind it, Penn State comes in. Georgia finishes first, and Penn State will get hung up on the left side. Penn State will not even finish. Georgia moves on. The second marble race is going to be between Wisconsin and Miami. Wisconsin will be in the white, Miami in the brown. Looks like Wisconsin has a slight lead going down the steps into the loop-de. Wisconsin's already there. Miami's in the brown on the right side. Generally, the first one into the gauntlet has a chance to win if they don't make any mistakes. Both teams are circling. Miami's going to drop in first. Here we go. Right behind them is Wisconsin. They bump. But I think Wisconsin bumped Miami and gave them a slight push, and Miami has finished, and Wisconsin will not move on. Next up in the marble race, we have Ohio State against Auburn. Ohio State's going to be the white and orange stripe. Auburn, the solid orange. Both teams are ready. Here we go, and they're off. Down the first circle, into the steps. They're about side by side. Looks like Ohio State is going to enter into the loop-de first, followed right behind by Auburn. Auburn really have some speed going around the loop-de, and they look like they're getting ready to drop into the gauntlet. Which team is going to go first? Ohio State's right there. Auburn's in. Ohio State right behind. Auburn finishes. Auburn has moved on, and Ohio State had a slow finish there and will come in second. Auburn will advance, and Ohio State is out. Wow. Okay, next up in the college football marble race, we've got Washington against Oklahoma. Here we go. They're off. Remember, Washington is on the top in the green. Oklahoma's on the bottom there, the clear marble. They're entering into the loop-de. They're pretty much side by side. Who's going to enter into the gauntlet first? Like Washington's making an aggressive move to get down there first, and yes, they're off into the gauntlet. They're stuck. Oh, no. Oh, and Washington breaks free, followed right behind by Oklahoma. Washington is finished. Oklahoma just comes in second there, and Washington got lucky. I thought they were going to get stuck at the top. Washington will advance on. Okay, the next round of the college football top 10 marble championship, we've got Alabama against Georgia. Miami will take on then the winner of those two teams. Remember, Alabama is going to go up for their first time. Then in the lower bracket, we've got Auburn, and Washington will take on Clemson, who will be racing for their first time. First up, though, we're going to have Alabama against Georgia. This should be a doozy. Alabama's the red, Georgia's the blue. Here we go. Both teams are off. Going around the first circle. Down the steps, they're pretty equal. Both teams are going into the loop-de now. Alabama may have a slight lead. It's going to come down to who wants to go into the gauntlet first. Both teams are about equal right now. Looks like they're about to drop in. Alabama drops in first. Alabama goes on the left. Georgia goes skyrockets right past them on the right side and wins, and Alabama gets stuck. They didn't even finish. Alabama will not even finish, and Georgia just skyrocketed down on the left side. Let's take a look at that again. Okay, as you can see, Alabama drops in first. Georgia's entering into the gauntlet. Alabama chooses to go down the middle. Look at that move by Georgia. They just skyrocket on the left side. Alabama goes all the way to the left, gets hung up exact same spot as Penn State in that first race, and Georgia just flew through the gauntlet and dominated Alabama at the end. Wow, great job to Georgia. They're going to move on, and Alabama will be eliminated. That was a fantastic marble race there. All right, let's see how Clemson's going to do in their first challenge. We got Clemson against Washington. Clemson is in the orange and black. Washington's in the green in the bottom. Both teams are off. Side by side, pretty close going down the steps. Looks like Clemson has a little advantage going into the loop-de. Really, again, the advantage is whoever... Oh, wow, look at that. Washington skyrockets down the gauntlet first and finish. Man, Clemson's still working on finishing there, and just Washington just walked all over Clemson in that one. That wasn't even a challenge. All right, here we go. We're going to have Georgia against Miami in this next marble race. Which college is going to finish? We got Georgia in the blue, Miami in the brown. Looks like Miami might have a slight advantage going down the steps. Both college teams are now in the loop-de. Both of these top 10 colleges have worked hard in the offseason to get to this point. Looks like Georgia's dropped down on the left side. They shoot to the right. Miami comes down the middle, comes right behind them. Georgia will finish. Miami has went down the middle, but was slightly behind Georgia. And Georgia will advance, and Miami now is out. Oh, here we go. We've got Auburn against Washington. Both marbles are lined up and ready. We've got Washington in the green, Auburn in the orange. Oh, it looks like Washington took a little bit of a bounce at the beginning, but has caught up. They went down side by side. Washington may have a little bit less momentum. Now, which one is going to want to really win? Oh, well, look at that. Washington jumps into the left. They go down the left, shoot all the way to the right, and they have finished. They've blown Auburn away. Auburn is still in the marble loop-de-doo, and they're down the gauntlet. Taking their time. They don't really care if they finish now, I guess. So there we go. Auburn's in second, and we've got Washington advancing on to the finals. Wow. Wow, who would have expected this? We've got Georgia against Washington in the championship of the College Football Top 10 Marble Race Championship. Washington is in the green. Georgia's in the blue with the yellow stripe. Both college teams are ready. Here we go. Side by side, coming down the first one into the steps. Both marbles want this as they go into the loop-de. We've got Washington on the top, Georgia on the bottom. Washington's already jumped into the gauntlet right down the middle. Too far behind is Georgia, and Washington already gets to the finish line while Georgia's coming in second. Wow. Washington's going to go on to win the College Football Top 10 Marble Race Championship. Congratulations, Washington. Thank you for watching this marble race. If you've liked it, please subscribe and give us a like and a comment.